What's up everybody? Welcome back to the grow tent. This is my indoor grow tent where I grow all of my own produce aeroponically all year round. In this video we'll be talking about the reservoir conditions that I try to maintain for both of my bucket systems. With all the different varieties I have growing in both bucket systems, not to mention the different growth stages, it can be challenging to maintain a specific environment in the reservoir that will satisfy every single plant. So rather than try to hit a target number that will optimize one specific variety, I average everything out. But before I go through the reservoir conditions, I'm going to take you through the bucket systems and show you everything that's growing. These are the Aeroponic Dutch bucket systems. Together they make a combined total of 100 plant ports. I've got a bunch of cherry tomatoes growing. I've got a strawberry plant growing. I've got my first aeroponic dahlia plant growing. I've got cherry tomatoes growing. Cucumbers, zinnia flowers, watermelon, Chinese 5-color peppers, eggplants, bell peppers, poblano peppers, jalapeno peppers, habanero peppers, and more to come. As you can see, I've got so many varieties and each bucket system shares a reservoir, so it can be challenging to create the optimal environment for one specific variety when I'm trying to satisfy so many at a time. Before we get into my reservoir levels, I'm going to go through the nutrients that I've been using in my bucket systems. I use the General Hydroponics Flora Nova line. During the seedling stage or vegetative growth, they get the Grow 7410, and just before they're about to bloom, I begin to transition them to the Bloom 487, and during every single growth stage, they are getting CalMag. In terms of amounts, up until now, I've been following the feeding charts online. My plants are all in the flowering stage, so they are all getting 2.5 mils per liter of the Flora Nova 487 Bloom. And they're all getting 1 milliliter per liter of the CalMag. In terms of reservoir conditions, there are a few things I keep track of: pH, EC, ppm, water temperature, and nutrients. First, let's talk about pH. When it comes to monitoring my pH, I check my pH levels every single morning, which is something that is new to me. Up until now, I've been checking my pH levels only when I fill my reservoir, or maybe once a week. But the thing I didn't realize is if your pH is incorrect, your plants will not uptake nutrients the way they're supposed to. If they don't uptake nutrients, it could present further issues. So this is why I've been taking it so seriously, making a habit of monitoring it every single day in order to check my pH. I use this Hannah pH pen I got. Very simple, gives you the pH level as well as the water temperature. In terms of how I actually check the pH of my nutrient mixture, this is something I've been playing around with. In the past, I've filled up my reservoirs with water and nutrients and checked the pH levels right inside the reservoir of the bucket system. But now I've been trying a different approach where I mix my nutrients in one of my jugs, test the pH in a small cup, and then add it to my reservoir. As for all the stuff growing in the buckets, I try to maintain a pH level of 6 to make sure that I satisfy everything. I'm still trying to understand how the pH is affected by different nutrients, so I continuously check it throughout the day as well. I just filled my system with some fresh water, so our pH is a little higher than it should be, but as long as I maintain between 5.5 and 6.5, we should be okay. Maintaining specific pH levels is getting easier every day the more I monitor it consistently, but the thing that I have a major challenge with is maintaining my water temperature. Since I have not gotten a water chiller yet, I am trying out different things to try to cool down my res. I put a couple of 4-liter jugs in the deep freezer in hopes that if I put them in my reservoir, they'll cool down the water. The optimal water temperature for all the stuff I'm growing is 20.8 degrees Celsius. We are 3 degrees too warm. As for monitoring ppm, ppm and EC. This is something I do every single day along with monitoring my pH levels. In order to achieve this, I use a total dissolved solids meter. This gives me both ppm and EC readings. With the current growth stage my plants are in, when it comes to EC, I try to keep it at a level of 2.0 and ppm a level of 1100. I'm going to check our ppm and our EC. Little low, but we haven't added in all of our nutrients yet. The first bucket system isn't so bad, but the second bucket system still needs work. I am totally new to monitoring all of these environmental factors within my reservoir, but these are all steps that are going to help us optimize our plant. I'm also still playing around with the correct nutrient levels that are going to change these variables, so monitoring daily is a necessity. When I first started this journey, I didn't even own a pH pen. I wasn't monitoring anything to do with my reservoir environment or just the environment in the grow tent in general. And now that I've started to do so, my garden has leveled up so much. It has evolved, everything is thriving, and I really see a change. This is probably because I finally have my pH right. Everything is able to uptake nutrients properly the way it's supposed to. We've got beautiful leaves, beautiful fruit. Everything is growing abundantly and doing exceptionally well. And I truly see a change ever since I've been monitoring my reservoirs and tweaking and adjusting daily as needed. Everything has really taken off and it's only about to get better. I may not have all the answers right now, but that's what monitoring my environment is going to do. It is going to give me the answers I've been looking for to help perfect my garden and make everything abundant. I am so excited to take you on this journey and show you the evolution of my garden as I learn everything there is to do with indoor gardening. If you're into all things aeroponics, indoor gardening, growing your own food, or just good vibes in general, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, follow me to learn more.